Right, stop being still now. So guys, hello and welcome back to my channel. I would just like to say a massive thank you to those that are still supporting my channel and have reached me to 100 subscribers. It means the absolute world to me. So thank you very, very much for those that have subscribed and just generally enjoyed my videos. But yeah, so thank you very much, you guys, for helping me and just coming along on this crazy journey with me, and I really, really appreciate it so much. So yeah, I thought, you know what, it's time I do another YouTube video, and I thought people's assumptions would be a good one. So I thought, I've already been in the shower, I've done my eyebrows, I've already obviously dried my hair, but obviously with me being blonde before, these bits are obviously really short and they just need kind of hiding, blending into my hair. So I'm going to also straighten my hair. So do my makeup, straighten my hair, do a get ready with me, as well as do the assumptions. So if you guys enjoy this video, please smash a big thumbs up and let's get in the video. So, yes, as I'm answering these assumptions, I'm just going to tie my hair back so then it's out the way. And then obviously once I've done my makeup, I'm going to straighten my hair. So yeah, so the first assumption was you would rather be where you are now than how you were in school. 100%. 100%, because when I was in school, let's just say I wasn't the best student. I was constantly on report, I was constantly in detentions, I was constantly in isolation, you know, and that's not a good thing, but I'm not going to go into the reasons why I was a little shit, but I just was, and yeah, even though I found myself really funny, you know, and I was kind of rebelling against everything and anyone, I would much rather be where I am today because I'm a lot happier than what I was 5-6 years ago. Yeah, let's just say that period of my life, it was actually really bad for me. I was self-harming, I was generally struggling a lot with my own demons and so much that was going on at that time. So I'd much rather be where I am today because one, I'm happy, I've got a job, I drive, I've got my amazing house, and I've done it all off my own back, and I wouldn't change a thing of where I am today because it generally means so much to me of how far I've come from where I was, and it just goes to show that blood isn't thicker than water, and that's all I'm going to say on that matter. But yeah, I completely agree with you there, and that assumption was right. And the next assumption is you wish that you could do school over again. The answer to this would be yes and no. Just right. By the way, I just want to explain, I obviously know that this colour does not match my neck, but because my original colour, which is this, I would literally look like Casper. I like my makeup when I've got it on, I just kind of want that better glowy foundation, darker skin, you know, the sun's out, so we may as well get the fucking guns out at the same time, do you know what I mean? Anyway, back to the question. Oh, I just can't wait to throw some beds open as well because I'm going to hammer those. I need my tan back desperately. Anyway, so back to the question. The question was you wish that you could do school over again. That would be a yes and a no for that one because like I've just said, obviously there was so much that happened in school, and towards obviously my end of time in school, so year 11, That was like the worst time. Like worst time. And those that know me to a personal level and that obviously was my friends in school, they would know exactly what I'm on about. Not something else that I'm not going to publicly share online because one, it was a long time ago, and two, I just generally don't want to talk about that because that was an awful time. But I got through it. I beat it. And that's all I can say. But anyway, I would genuinely like to say yes on some some parts because I made some really good friends. Obviously, like I still speak to a friend now and then, very very rare like, but I still speak to her. Other than that, that's about it. I just generally miss pasta pots, you know, and I loved it when I was in like because I was at pasta pots in non-top school were the absolute best thing ever. Like they were absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, I miss some teachers. Some teachers were like really really funny and like really nice. When I was in year 11 as well, I generally enjoyed my options that I chose. So I chose food tech, I chose BTEC sport, I also chose drama, and I chose history. Don't miss history. Didn't really listen in history because I only picked it because my best friend did at the time. I loved doing my GCSEs, especially my drama. I loved doing my drama GCSE. Like that was absolutely that was like my favourite thing that I've ever done as a GCSE part. Yeah. And I kind of like, I don't know, like, because school was kind of my escape at the time, from so many things, and I genuinely did like going to school because that was my way of seeing friends, that was my way of kind of having like a social life, if that makes sense, even though it was in school. But yeah, so I wouldn't change that. I would just change certain people and certain things that happened back then. But other than that, I would say I do miss school now and then. So the next assumption is you are more shy than confident. This is completely true. I'm not confident at all. Like you can literally give me about 10 compliments in a row at my face and I will just not take one of them, and that is so bad, and it's actually quite sad that I can't take compliments. Like, is it just me? Like, can anyone else not take compliments? Because I know I can't. And it's generally sad because then obviously people are like, why do you never believe in yourself? Why do you always put yourself down? I'm like, I don't even know. Like, I genuinely can't answer that question. But yeah, obviously if I know you, then obviously I will speak to you. Other than that, I'm like, who are you? Like, hi, but who are you? Like, that's just the type of person I am. But obviously when you get to know me and I get to know you, I will be like the bestest friend that you've ever had because I'm funny. Not to blow my own trumpet, but I am actually quite funny. Yeah, but just blending that down my neck as well, because obviously you only have to blend it to where people are going to generally see. So literally, once this top wants to sort itself out from moving all the time, this is generally what people are going to see, which is like my neck and just a bit of my chest here. So we're just going to blend that as far as we can. Also, obviously when I've been doing my makeup, I've been doing the foundation and the concealer, and then I've been like putting setting powder, what am I on about? I've just been putting powder over the concealer. And then as I've been obviously wanting to do my contour, this then is hard to spread. But honestly, I've obviously been doing my foundation, then I've been going in straight away with the contour, and then I'll go in with the concealer and then I'll mattify it. And honestly, I've been loving my makeup recently. Like, really loving it. Like, it just spreads so nice, so softly. These are the Revolution sticks. I honestly swear by these for contour, concealer, because it's like a foundation concealer stick. But I know obviously a lot of people do use like concealer formulas to like cream contour and stuff, which is still good because obviously this is what I do, and it's just as good as like a normal cream contour that you would buy. But concealer can just do the good job as what a cream contour actually can. So you just want to blend that out until you're happy. And I'm quite happy with that, I think. Blend out a bit more, but yeah. Yeah, so the next assumption is you don't think you're pretty enough, though you are. Yes, again, I've always been so insecure, and that's just generally because like you get arseholes that want to sleep with you, and if they're set with you, then you are as good as the shit on the bottom of your shoe. And if they don't get to sleep with you, they then call you all these names under the sun. And they just generally like have to be arseholes and just evil. Like, especially lads, like they bring your weight into it, and it's just not nice. Obviously, people say names shouldn't hurt, but they do. Like names do genuinely hurt, and I know they must hurt like other people, not just me. And it's just like, obviously, when someone calls you such horrible, vile names, they're always still going to be there because like that's how they see you, whether they get something from you or whether they don't. And it's just sad, really. And I know I shouldn't let that happen because they're arseholes and they're little boys with a little dick, but it's still not the point. Like, those names still stick. And I just kind of like never take compliments from anyone, even if it could be a girl. I've just generally never liked having compliments because I genuinely don't feel like I am. Like, don't get me wrong, like when I'm feeling, say if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook and you see me upload a new profile picture, or you see me upload a new status or a new photo on my Instagram, that's generally because I was feeling myself. Like, I can love my makeup today, I might upload a video today, a photo today, but then that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm wanting a compliment, because that's just me generally feeling good. Or I could do my makeup and it can look still mint and I won't feel myself at all. I'm like, I'm still ugly. Because it's been drummed into me that many times that I'm not pretty, I'm not skinny. And I know not being skinny is the prettiest thing in the world, because you can be the skinniest person in the world but also the unhealthiest person in the world at the same time. Doesn't matter. Weight is just weight. Doesn't matter whether you're skinny, doesn't matter whether you're curvy like me. You were still beautiful in your own skin, and everyone should feel like that. But I just generally don't see myself as this beautiful person, like a pretty girl. And I know I should be, because my mum and dad, my parents are stunning. So I should feel some like, what's it called? Some confidence, but hey ho, it is what it is, isn't it? Like, we all are different. Like, I can look back on photos and I'm like, oh, look, my makeup looked really nice there. But I don't like taking full body like pictures, because if I see my whole body in a picture and I just know I look like fucking massive, I don't like it. Like, I have to like literally like just take a photo of my face. I did upload a photo on Facebook the other day of me in like some shorts and like a bralette thingy. I was really feeling myself then, because I've been dieting. I've been really watching what I eat and just calculating it all, and I can see like a difference in my hips. Like, my hips have gone in. And I just generally can't wait for the gyms to open, because I'm going to smash those gyms, and I'm so determined to lose all of my weight and just to better myself, and then to actually be able to feel confident. The reason why I had to do a voiceover is because my iPad kept cutting out, so every time I was trying to do an assumption, I was redoing that assumption again, because I felt like my iPad wasn't recording, but in fact it was. So I'm just currently doing my concealer, and as you can see me speaking, it's just an assumption that I've already answered previously. And again, guys, as I've been editing, it is another time where I've redone an assumption as I'm still doing my makeup. But yeah, this is what I do. So next question is, I thought you were a bitch but you're, hang on. Thought you were a bitch, but you're winning a million. Wouldn't change anything about you. Thank you very much. And obviously you had your reasons to why you thought I was a bitch, because you had certain someone in your ear trying to compare me to you, and that wasn't really nice. But yeah, I'm generally not, like, I'm like literally anyone's best friend. Like, well, not anyone's best friend, but like, I generally feel like those that have me in their life are really, really lucky, because I'm literally the funniest person that you will ever come across. And I'm not doing it to like blow me on trumpet, but I generally know that I am funny. Like, sometimes I even laugh at myself, like, because I'm generally funny, do you know what I mean? But, you know. But yeah, so thank you. But yeah, now we talk on a daily. You know that I'm not a bitch. Hopefully. Just gonna go in and bronze that contour that I've done earlier. I'm using the Revolution, I believe, in Sun Bronze 22. Next assumption is you love me. I mean, sometimes, yes, sometimes. The next assumption is you cut toxic people off. Literally, yes. It was only the other day that I had gone through my social medias, my phone contacts, and I deleted a lot of people. And I mean a lot. Like, I had 800 and something friends on Facebook. I had 900 and something myself following on Instagram. And I just removed a lot of people. Now my following on Instagram's gone down to about 200, and my friends on Facebook has it as well. Because so much has just happened recently, and you know, people who you think are your friends, like I had a friend, I'm not going to mention names, but obviously those that I have told and are aware of the situation, you know exactly who I'm on about. But I had this friend who, like, obviously was my best friend, well, one of my best friends, shall I say, and, you know, like, there was this thing that I'm not going to talk about, but basically something's come out that happened a long time ago, and it's just basically ruined my whole relationship. You know, when you just generally feel like you can trust someone with your whole life, and then they go and stab you in the back because you don't agree with something that they're doing or what they're saying. Yeah, well, that person didn't like that. And then she was then being malicious and was just being completely vile, and she decided to tell my partner at the time something that happened ages ago. Yes, I'm hurt that that's come out because it didn't need to, and two, I'm also glad that it's come out because now I'm happier. I'm actually genuinely happier, and you know, I'm doing me. I'm doing what I feel like is best for me, and at the moment it's just concentrating on myself and my new job, and you know, making content for my YouTube channel. I'm not going to go into detail exactly what's happened, but you know, it's just kind of sad how you feel like you have friends. In reality, there's only a handful of people that you can trust with your life, and I know who they are now, and that person isn't one of them and won't be again. Oh wait, I want to blush. I want to blush. No, I don't want to blush. There's my contour brush here. So yeah, it's a bit sad really. But referring back to the question about toxic people, yes, I've cut a lot of people off, and obviously those that you know me, obviously I currently don't have contact with any of my family. And obviously every day like that, obviously it's really sad, and it's like it's painful because all I ever want is just to speak to my mum, you know, and have that contact with my dad again. but some of us aren't lucky enough for that. And you know, it took me a long time to obviously accept that they may never come back in my life, and obviously will accept if they do come back into my life. And it's just so sad because I genuinely miss them every single day. And I just kind of like came to terms with accepting that I don't have that relationship, I don't have that contact. And so also I've removed certain people from my family that I had on social media. I've removed the numbers. And it's just, it got to the point where I had to remove them off my next of kin. And that's just awful. It's just absolutely awful to do that because they're my parents at the end of the day. But the whole situation, me trying to get that contact back and that relationship, it was just generally, it was too much, and I couldn't keep making myself feel the way that I was because I wasn't having that conversation, I wasn't having that connection that I always longed for. So I just decided enough was enough, and if they come back, they come back, and if they don't, they don't. Like obviously I wish nothing bad on them, I wish that they're happy and they're healthy, and also my brothers. The next assumption is you generally love doing makeup. Yes, I love doing makeup, absolutely love doing makeup. I want to start practicing different eye makeup looks, you know, like proper in-depth cut creases, you know, just kind of play around and stuff with makeup, and I'm so excited to do that. So I can't wait to start doing that. But literally makeup, it's kind of an escape because when I'm starting here doing makeup, like, I can't wait for like clubs and stuff to open. And obviously I'm not going to like go out straight away. Oh, by the way, right, this is from Boohoo, and the colours of the highlighter are insane. It's so good. Anyway, obviously I'm not going to go out straight away to the clubs because we don't want to risk any of that, and there's no point waiting in the queue to get into another nightclub when you're going to be sobered up by them. But anyway, yeah, so, oh, by the way, I'm mixing the white highlighter and the rose gold one. But as I was saying, yeah, I'm excited to get ready for a night out, you know, just literally enjoy getting ready, enjoy having that little pre-drink, you know, and just, yeah, this literally like going back to normality. Make that brow bone pop as well. I hate it when you have to ring somewhere, and obviously like I've just rang the vape shop there, and he just said to me, oh, what's your name, so I can like put obviously your name to the order. And I was like, it's Sharonah. I was like, do you need me to spell that for you? It's just so awkward because obviously like my name is just so unusual. He went, oh, yeah, he went, I think I know how to spell it. He went from the song from ages ago, and I was like, oh, nice one. I just hate it when like someone meets me and like especially my history teacher used to always play my sharonah. Also, if you've enjoyed this video, guys, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Or if you are already new here, please give that subscribe button a big click. I love sticking eyelashes on. Genuinely love sticking eyelashes on. Yeah, sorry, the next assumption was you preferred being blonde. The answer to this is also again a yes and a no, because I generally loved being blonde as much as like it was killing my hair. I loved being blonde. And now that I'm dark, which I'll show you in a minute, of how bad my hair took to being ice blonde, and I don't think I'd ever go blonde again, just purely because of how bad my hair is. And obviously growing up, my hair was always like so thick, and it's kind of like threw me off ever wanting to like bleach my hair again, you know, and be blonde. And now this colour, it took me a while to obviously get used to it. Obviously it's grown out a lot from what it first was, because it's practically black, like the blonde's starting to show back through, you know, my hair's getting different, like my roots It's got different tones, so like brown in it, because the blonde is trying to come back through. But it's lasted longer than what I thought. My hair was snapping really badly. Like, there's literally a clump here somewhere. Look. The black, sorry. And obviously now it's grew out to this brown, which is nice. But I just loved it when it was just so dark. I'll also link the transformation video down below as well in the description if you haven't seen that already. And you'll be able to see the process of it going from ice blonde to literally so black. And it's crazy, absolutely crazy at how much my hair actually did take to it. The quality is different. It's because I'm recording on my phone. So yeah, as I was saying, yeah, I'll link the video of my transformation from blonde to dark. The other assumption was eventually that you want to buy your own house. Yes, this is true. Of course, I would love to have the opportunity to buy my own house one day. Obviously right now, that's not realistic. But maybe in like 10-15 years time, I would love to. Another assumption is you are bi-curious. No, I am actually bisexual. I am not bi-curious. Obviously, when I was younger, I was in a 2-year relationship with a girl. And I remember 2 girls obviously being together in my year. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I actually started to get feelings for one of these girls that was in a relationship. And obviously I knew that was wrong. But I was 16 and I hadn't a clue who I was and who I was meant to be, and secret, and it wasn't right, even though we wanted to be together and this, that and the other. Yeah, so that just didn't happen. And then obviously I was seeing other men. I've slept with like girls, but I've only ever had that one relationship with a girl. So yeah, I've been bisexual and came out when I was like 16. So yeah. I do normally frame a fringe around my face, but... So yeah guys, this is my makeup and my hair for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and enjoyed listening to the assumptions that were obviously made about me. So thank you very much guys for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. Please smash that big thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, or if you are new here. Hi, my name is Sharona, and thank you very much for watching my video. Bye guys.